We were at a high-end steakhouse, celebrating our 3-year anniversary, when my boyfriend Jemmy dropped his fork and said, "I think we need to open the relationship." I was mid-sip of my wine and I almost choked. "Excuse me?" I asked, wiping my mouth. He leaned in using his smooth corporate presentation voice. "It's just, monogamy is unnatural, babe. I need to explore my options, but I still want you to be my home base." I stared at him. The audacity was blinding. "Do you already have someone in mind?" I asked, keeping my voice dangerously level. He didn't even hesitate. "Well, there is Chloe, the new girl in marketing. We have this crazy tension. It would just be physical, I swear." Suddenly, the last 3 months made perfect sense. His sudden obsession with going to the gym, twice a day, the new expensive wardrobe, the way he always placed his phone face down on the kitchen counter. He pulled out his phone, eager to show me a group chat. His buddies were calling him a legend, saying he was living the dream. "So," Jemmy smiled, looking incredibly pleased with himself. "What do you say?" I looked at this man who lived in my condo, rent-free, and I smiled right back. "You know what, Jemmy? Yes, let's do it." He practically lunged across the table to kiss me. "You are the most amazing evolved woman ever." He wasted absolutely no time. He booked a weekend getaway to a luxury cabin with Chloe for that very Friday. He told me it was just to get it out of his system. Friday night rolled around. Jemmy spent 3 hours grooming, packing his favorite clothes, and drenching himself in this awful, musky cologne. "Have a good weekend, babe," he said, winking at me. "This is gonna make us so much stronger." The second his tires left my driveway, my phone was in my hand. "Hey, Dad," I said into the receiver. "Bring the truck. We're doing some spring cleaning." My dad and my 2 burly cousins showed up in 20 minutes. We didn't fold a single shirt. We grabbed heavy-duty contractor bags, and we shoved Jemmy's entire life into them. His golf clubs, his massive sneaker collection, his stupid protein powders, everything. By 11 at night, my condo was completely scrubbed of him. We hauled it all to a 24-hour storage unit, paid for exactly 1 month, and I left the key in the manager's Dropbox. Then the locksmith arrived. Click. New locks, new life. But here is where Jemmy really messed up. He left his laptop open on the kitchen island. The texts were rolling in, right on the screen. He was messaging his boys. "I can't believe she fell for it, bro. I'm basically single for the weekend, but my laundry still gets done." Then a text from Chloe popped up. "I thought you said you were breaking up with her." He replied, "I am, babe. I just need a few more weeks to figure out my living situation." "Oh, really?" I took out my phone. I took crystal clear photos of the screen. I didn't hold back. I sent the photos to Chloe. I sent them to his mother, who had been begging us for grandkids. And finally, I sent them to the girlfriends of the buddies in that toxic little group chat. Saturday morning, the circus began. My phone started vibrating endlessly. 27 missed calls. Jemmy sent a voice note, completely panicking. "Babe, why is Chloe screaming at me? Why did my mom just call me a monster? What did you do?" I didn't answer. I just went to brunch, sipping mimosas, feeling lighter than I had in years. Sunday night at 8 o'clock, he finally showed up at my door. Through the peephole, I watched him jam his key into the deadbolt. It wouldn't turn. He jiggled it. He pushed his shoulder against the heavy wood. Then the pounding started. "Open the door. Let me in." I stood on the other side, totally silent. I slipped a single envelope under the door crack. Inside was the address of the storage facility, the unit number, and a note that said, "Your home base has relocated." He lost his mind. He was crying, screaming apologies through the door, saying Chloe left him stranded at the cabin, and his mom wouldn't let him sleep on her couch. A week later, he begged for 5 minutes of my time. We met in a public coffee shop. He looked terrible. Dark circles, wrinkled shirt, completely broken. "Please," he sobbed, reaching across the table for my hands. "It was a mistake. I want you. Only you." I pulled my hands back, stood up, and looked down at him. "You wanted an open relationship, Jemmy. Well, now you're open to the whole world." I turned around and walked away.